Hello, legends, and welcome to Zwifty Chat. Hello, legends, and welcome to episode 22 of Zwifty Chat. We have got a fantastic episode lined up for you. We've got the man, the myth, the legend, that is Adam Dawson. Welcome, Adam. Woo! How's your life, sir?
It's good. That's an enthusiastic introduction.
Well, I'm feeling really enthused. It's July, which means but one thing for fans of real cycling. It is the Tour de France, so we've got quite a little bit of Tour de France here. I said a lot. I'm lying. We've got a little bit of Tour de France stuff, but it's not completely irrelevant to the rest of it. And that we're talking about. We'll have a look at Chasing Tour. Which are you actually doing the Chasing Tour?
Absolutely.
Yep, Chasing Yellow.
Yes.
Having been very successful in the previous tour, Chasing Pink, was it?
Yes, Chasing Pink, a little too successful.
Suisse? Oh, yeah.
I did. And then I got upgraded to A. So...
You did, but it's not the first time that you've been successful, though. I think as I put in the blurb, you've done... Chasing Classics. Did you win Chasing Classics as well?
I did. It's been a good year in the Chasing Tour.
Blimey, when I read that, because I was thinking of when Zwift Classics, I was thinking of Zwift Classics.
Yeah.
But that wasn't a GC, was it? Or was it?
It might have been, but it was one of those time-based GCs. It just depends on who shows up in the right pen and wasn't there.
Right, yeah, one of the Zwift ones. Chasing Pink and Chasing Suisse. How did you do in Chasing Suisse?
I won it.
You won Chasing Suisse as well?
I did.
Kaboom!
Mountain Tour.
I think it's been a while since we've brought on one of these, but I'm gonna do a kaboom. There you go. I had to do the crowd first, but yeah. And you once came 6th in the Zwift Insider Rebel Races series in the GC, and that was a very impressive performance.
A bygone era, but
yeah.
Yeah, I used to give them a go when they were new, and when I wasn't doing Chasing Tour and racing way too much.
Yeah, do you remember who won that one? I was trying to rack my brains. Do you recall?
No idea. They must have been awesome though.
They must have been pretty awesome because they were
the greatest Zwifter on the planet, probably.
It was me. It's my greatest ever thing, and it was pretty crap because it was like, what was it? Was it like 6 races once a week or something like that? One race a week on fairly flat courses.
Oh yeah.
And it was just whoever got in the right one. And you've won 3 from 5. I've mixed up my word. I wrote 3 and then put from number 5. I hate people who do that.
Yeah.
You should either write both of them or numbers anyway. But 3 from 5 in Sunday Racing Club. That is pretty awesome, man.
I defected or I expanded the empire from Zwift into my Whoosh and I've done well, too well over there as well, and also got upgraded. So the winning might stop for a while. Yeah,
you're like careering off. You know, you're like You're going upwards, but whoa, in all realms, you're being upgraded.
I was told that I was racing against the managing director of my Whoosh, and I beat him in a sprint. I didn't know it was him at the time. but I was told that once you do that, then you. All right, out you go.
Oh, right, okay.
Get out of my category.
Is that the Matt guy? Matt?
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
okay, yeah. Yeah, I think I interviewed him once. So welcome Gail, welcome Clint, Dave, Dave Beachy, Seb's here, Georg.
Yeah.
I didn't put it on the itinerary, but in the hiatus that we've had since my last podcast, we held Alpe de Zwift handicap race.
You did.
Oh, you saw that, did you? And Dave won both the up and down race, which is pretty impressive. So
all-rounder.
Yeah, very impressive. Yes, the same guy who won the Rebel Race Series is the same guy who once beat Thomas Sorensen on Box Hill.
Incredible. Yeah.
It's a long time ago. A long time ago. Blimey, I'm old. Right. What does it mean? Georg's got this like in his. Oh, you can't see it, and you can't see it.
I can't. I can see the chat, or I can see what you posted on there. But I'm at your mercy, which is a bad position to be in.
So in the YouTube chat, I had this in my thing today. By Darren's name and by Georg's name is a crown with the number 1 next to it. What does that mean?
Wow. I don't know.
So they're number 1. I thought it was a comment about me. I thought they were saying something nice about me, like, "Oh, you're number 1." But maybe someone can explain that to me if they understand YouTube stuff. Right. So, we've talked about you a bit, and we're mainly going to be talking. I don't know if I've said this, but we're mainly going to be talking about ZwiftCraft, which is your brand new enterprise, which you've somehow managed to launch whilst also having a career and 12 kids or whatever it is, and
feels like it sometimes.
But the cold, harsh Australian winter is obviously giving you time to
too many dark, lonely hours in the Australian winter, and from that has come something new, which is exciting.
Awesome, man. Right, so let's talk a little about, because we both like a bit of pro racing, don't we?
I do.
Yes. So that is France, and that is where there is going to be a race, and which is quite unusual in itself, actually, because this year it is all in the French mainland. It's not leaving those isles. No Grand Depart in some obscure little country like Great Britain. So yeah, Tour de France, very exciting. Well, it kind of is, isn't it? But everyone knows who's going to win.
Yeah, it does have its. I mean, it has its gravitas. It's the tour, so it's exciting.
Yeah. And there'll be stages. I mean, he's not going to win every stage. You know, it's. Well, I hope
you might
not.
Try.
But yeah, we've got the first week pretty much up north. So a few sprintery stages there, so that'll be good. In fact, they don't really do any mountains at all till about stage 9, I think. So
yeah, it's an interesting start. It's classics style racing for 10 days in a row.
So sprinting and classic style. So yeah, that should offer some interesting opportunities. I dare say Tadej will still go for it on one or more of those stages to try and get a gap. But is you were early onto the Abrahamson thing last year? Is he back this year?
I actually don't know. I haven't done my fantasy team, as we'll talk about. I'm just trying to do way too many things in July, so TDF fantasy had to kind of jump off the back.
Yeah, you won that early last year as well, and you like the Tadej of the fantasy league. Just got out of
fantasy.
Yeah, just got out ahead, and right, Adam's won that. Then no one's interested anymore. Right, but let's just have a look at the. Where's my next slide? How do I go to the next slide? Right. Yeah. So I mean, this won't mean a great deal to many people, but it's flat and hilly with till stage 10. Stage 10, you get the first mountain. I'm not even sure which one that is, but Then you've got 2 ITTs, quite long, a reasonably long ITT for Tour de France, the first one. So that might make things kind of interesting. Remco might win that one. Getting yellow for a while. You never know. You never know. I don't think he will, but I think he could possibly take yellow, but I don't think it'll make it interesting for very long. Because he won't want
Unless you buy into the was it the Dauphiné time trial, Tadej's washed vibe, then maybe
What people were saying that he's washed in ITTs, or just
he did a poor time trial.
He did, yeah.
Didn't like his bike, but I dare say he'll bounce back.
Yeah, it just seemed like a slightly off day to me. It was like nothing.
Still came fourth.
Oh, did he come fourth?
Yeah.
Oh man. And the amount of minutes he could make up in the second and third weeks is just ridiculous, isn't it? He didn't. When he accelerated away, it was on any mountain. It didn't even look like he worked hard the entire Dauphiné, really, did it? It just breezed away from everyone. Oh, bye, Jonas, bye.
Yeah.
JD's here. Noah's here.
Nice.
Noah's got a number 2 thing. They are expert chatters, apparently.
Oh, excellent.
So,
we got a bunch of cyclists, and there's a competition, and they're all in.
That I was saying about the crown thing. Sorry. Right. So I know we've got. Oh, I also we got Pow. So that I like that.
I've been there.
Have you? Have you really?
Yeah, we did. 2019, I got to do an event called Haute Route, so if you're never going to be good enough to ride Tour de France,
you did
Haute Route.
Route?
Do that, and then Pyrenees 2019 before life went crazy, and we got stuck in Melbourne.
Is that 21 stages as well, or?
No, it's only 7.
7, right? Yeah. But yeah, those guys are mental. That's a proper, I know it's not pro by definition, but it's pretty hardcore. The winners were drugged off their tits as well, weren't they? When they were. Yeah.
Yeah. We did a mountain time trial in Haute Route, and my group of friends were trying to get up this mountain in under an hour, and we did. We thought that was a great time, and then there was a guy that did it in 42 minutes.
Yeah.
And he's not even a pro. He's a school teacher.
Right. Blimey. They are some pretty awesome riders in Haute Route, aren't they? We've got Carcassonne, Mont Ventoux. They're going through the tiny little town that I had my holiday 2 years ago. I can't remember the name of it, but they're taking the route that I did to get to Mont Ventoux. I drove mainly to Mont Ventoux, hired a bike, but they're still going through. So that'll be. I always like that way. Oh, I've been there. I've done that. Yeah. And they're taking the same side at Mont Ventoux that I did as well. So that'll be nice to relive that experience. Col de Loz is the highest point. Probably the highest climb. Oh, well, no, Ventoux is probably the hardest climb, isn't it? But yeah, Col de Loz pretty tricky.
Yeah, Loz is a bit mythical now. That was That's where Tadej's dreams evaporated. So
that's true. Yeah, I think. He's not going to make the same mistake again. It was just lack of calories, as far as I could tell. They got caught out.
You wouldn't think so. I think he's pretty dialed in.
Yeah, and a stronger team now. July, great. Can't wait.
And the women's Giro is happening in parallel. And
is it? I didn't keep up with that. I'm sorry.
It's hard, right? Because everything is Tour de France, and then by the way, the women are racing a Grand Tour, and that's going to be pretty good as well. And it's going to be on TV in Australia. So
cool,
exciting.
Excellent. Well, apologies for missing out the latest race, but Tour de France is the main thing. I mean, when the women's Tour de France is on, we'll talk about that, but it is the main event. These are the odds. These are the yellow ones. They're massive. huge. It's just basically crashes or injury. The chances of Tadej crashing are 11 to 4.
That is the bet.
So it's all about Tadej. Any potential podium surprises that you foresee?
You never know. I mean, the big shout might be Florian Lipovitz, who kind of came out of Roglic's shadow in I think it was the Dauphiné with Roglic out, and
I think
showed that he's got something. So
I think if it was podium odds, I'd definitely have Lipovitz ahead of Roglic. I think he's done for. I just don't. I mean, not done for. He wouldn't. Was it Catalonia? But he doesn't look like he's got it in the high mountains really, as he used to.
No, it's I think against this caliber of field, he's going to struggle.
Yeah, I'd have him below Lipovitz and Jorgensen, I think. Personally, there we go. But yellow is all about Tadej, isn't it? The mountains classification, they've even got him. Well, of course they'd have him favourite for that.
I mean, probably wins by default.
Accidentally.
Very hard even for. There's not enough mountains in the first week to go and get points to get that gap before the GC guys start going mental.
But Michael Storer looks a decent bet to me at 20 to 1. He looked like he was climbing well in was it Catalonia in particular. So I wouldn't be surprised if someone like that, all you have to do. I mean, I say all you have to do is get over the really high mountains before Tadej. That's all you have to do. just get ahead of him, get up there first. Or just the first 2 of 3, and then let him catch you. Let him catch you on the third. I tell you what, though, I think Tadej might win the points race as well.
He could.
There's loads of them stages, like the early stages, which are fairly hilly classic stages, and they've put them as 50 pointers, which should be sprint stages, but none of the sprinters are gonna. You wouldn't imagine any sprinter is gonna beat him up a hill at the finish.
You can survive. Yeah, you can survive Van der Poel and Van Aert, and
that's true.
Philipsen's actually a low key, excellent classics rider that just can hold on for an incredible length of time.
Yeah, I mean, just on that basis, that I think Philipsen can survive almost anything other than high mountains. I'd be I'm surprised that is below Milan. Obviously, Milan's got the greater flat speed at the moment, but will that be enough?
Yeah, you might split some points with Van der Poel.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So that might be an interesting race. Shame to see Binny's gone down so low after his reigning champion, but he seems to have had a big dip. Not run much this year that I can think of, if anything.
Not a lot, unfortunately. I would love to see it though. I love seeing him on top. He's a legend. Yeah,
Dave's saying Wout van Aert, but blimey, he had a bad start to the year, didn't he? What an absolute nightmare. He's come back from injury. I think he wanted to be a GC rider for a while, didn't he? I think he tried to. Well, Andy had that injury. He's just had a nightmare, hasn't he? But So I think Tadej might even stand a good chance of. He's not eligible for wide anymore, but he nearly on for all 4.
It's not a bad investment just to go. There's Tadej for everything, and he tends to win stuff. So
he's pretty good at bike riding. I think that's the short my synopsis of that. Right. I can't quite read this. I haven't made my own slides big enough.
That's all right. I think I've probably read it so many times I've almost committed it to memory.
Having nightmares about it already now. Oh man, your first race in the top category will be Ven 10. So what is that?
No, that was the Ben 10 was the Chasing Suisse final stage. So we start
Oh,
on
okay.
Salmon Sequoias tonight. That's much
Oh,
better.
it's tonight. Oh, right, yeah, because you're a day ahead already, aren't you?
And sun is coming up on the 5th of July here, so yeah.
Right, yeah. Oh, Sanders Disguise, that is. I mean, they'll go hard. They'll go hard over the Titans, but was it
Yeah.
two laps? 2 laps.
2 laps, yep.
So yeah, I mean, hang on to the park, and yeah, should be a good
I've
one.
held,
Good one for you, though.
I've held on to the A graders in that over that hill before, so
what in that caliber of race or?
yeah, in the chasing races.
Nice.
So we're not completely out of it, and you know,
cool.
if we get to a sprint, you never know.
Yeah. There's. Yeah. Why not? What is your 5 minutes at the moment?
It's about 400 watts at 76 kilos, so it's a little over 5.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's pretty tasty, man. Yeah, that'll get you over most 5 minute climbs, won't it? Even with the best.
Yeah, this is
with a little bit of skill.
One, so
and also, it's a nice little climb if you've got a bit of racing. If you've got a bit of ZwiftCraft, you know those little these little plateaus to take advantage of. And anyway, let's talk more about that.
We'll talk about that. But yes, I've been in Discord. I've been in the special ZwiftCraft Discord, dropping some of these little nuggets. That's
it. So, what's your thoughts overall on the chasing? I know you've got in-depth thoughts about it, but what's your how would you rate the routes? Anything missing? Anything particularly? Sorry. Yeah, I'll let you speak. I'll stop. Yeah. I'll stop yabbering on. Maybe. Let you speak.
Yeah. No, I mean, we'll get to it, but I'm coaching a few people through it. Some very hands-on, some just providing some advice and guidance because there's too many, which is awesome. But the guys that are going for GC, I'm just desperately trying to get them to not be looking at these first 10, 11 stages and just be always thinking about what happens from stage 12 to 19, because Uber Pretzel time trial, it's epic plus radio tower, and then Lutscher with 4 Innsbruck climbs, and then Snowman, and then Ventop, the entire route, and then mine mash up the grade, and then Climbers Gambit, and then the Zwift Games 25 Queen route.
So what do you suggest? Is it just stay with a group that's in touch with the front kind of thing, and no sprinting, or what do you do?
The hardest thing I think for these guys is some of the, like in this first 10 days, like these first 3 stages, these are like C grade riders, just let the bees go. Just don't chase it.
Right.
All you have to do is worry about who's in C. Don't chase anything else. Yes, you could get time, but it's not worth it. Telling cyclists not to chase wheels is that's hard.
You might lose 40 seconds, but
yeah. So the example is Chasing Suisse in C grade, that was only 6 stages, and they weren't as hard as these 8 stages, and the top 25 in that GC was separated by like an hour.
Yeah. So
you can lose 30 seconds in week 1, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Going back to I don't know why I thought of this, but going back to it doesn't really count in Chasing Yellow, but I was thinking in the Tour, someone like I was thinking someone like Pippo Ganna might draw. He should just lose loads of time in the first couple of races, and then they'll let him go in the breakaway, and that might give him a chance for green. I mean, if he plays it smart, why not do that? Because he's never going to win. He's never going to win the GC, is he? So
no.
So why not just get out of it straight away?
I would love to see more of that happening. But also you need the UAE guys to just actually let them go and say they're not a threat, because they just seem to be so twitchy and they just jump on everyone, even if they're never ever going to challenge Chade in a mountain.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
I can't do that in Chasing Yellow because your E gap is measured to whoever.
Yeah, you can't. He's not a threat, but it doesn't matter.
Everyone's a threat every night. Yeah.
Could they do anything clever like that? Where no, do you think it's done the best way? Just a very very brief explanation of e-gap is that in every race your gap. Your GC time is measured against the winner of your category, and so if there's a guy 2 minutes up the road, you lose 2 minutes no matter what. Is that right?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter how fast you ride or what your finishing time was. Purely just the gap to the riders in your race.
Yeah, to negate the fact that in some time zones, people go really fast, and without you doing any extra work, you get that benefit. Which was the case in like the Rebel Race series where I happened to be the fastest. Yeah.
The one thing they have done this season, which is really really good, is it used to be anyone could like inflict an e-gap, but now you have to be eligible for the GC. So what happened in previous years, you could get to like stage 19. And some random rocks up who hasn't raced in 2 weeks and just pity the people in that time zone because they all get put on 4 minutes. But they've changed it now so that particularly as the tour goes on, people drop out of GC, they can no longer influence the e-gap, which is a nice change.
Right, and does that count from race 2 if you weren't in race 1?
So you have to do the time trials, they're mandatory, but you can miss up to 3 stages.
Okay.
You don't actually know until like stage 5. Stage 5 is the time to do the first time trial. So there'll be some people who are out from there, and obviously by stage 4, if they haven't raced the first 3, then they're out, but then it just kind of, bit by bit, people drop off the list as it goes on.
Yeah, right. Just like in the tour, all the hard work is in the last. What was it? From
it's sort of stage 12 or 13 through to stage 19, and then 20 is Roulmapool, and then 21 is the Champs-Élysées.
Do they do that as a what you call it?
Like a ceremonial kind of stage?
Yeah. Do they do that or not?
It is. I mean, if you ever tried to organise people, trying to organise a bunch of random people
with multiple languages and
different languages. Some of them are on Discord, some aren't. Some don't even have to chat up. And you're trying to say, hey, everyone, just don't race for a little bit, but then you're allowed to. It is every bit as chaotic as you can imagine, and it very rarely works.
Well, this year in the tour, they're doing climbs up Montmartre, aren't they? So, I mean, they're saying race from. I mean, they always race from when they get into Paris, don't they? But or do they do a ceremonial lap there? No, they don't, do they?
No, normally once you're on the Paris circuit, it's on for all money. Yeah.
I suppose that's going to be even more proper racing. Might give a few more people a chance with some hills up Montmartre, which sounds good. It's a pity the France world isn't more linked up, isn't it? Like you could have a climb up, I don't know, Petit Com at least, or something like that.
You could throw that in. That would make a difference.
Yeah. Anyway, it looks awesome as always.
It's really full on. Yeah.
But what we're mainly here to talk about, and we've only taken half an hour to get to the main point, is your new venture. So, I've got a button. Ooh, hope my button works. Everybody, wait. Let's say, what's the chances that my button's going to work? I would say quite low. Boom! It works.
Hey.
I'm not at the top of the page, but
no.
See, I mean, one of the many reasons that I meant to mention this in the intro, but you are one of my Zwifting heroes. I used to watch all your stuff. I mean, more than watch. I used to stalk you around in your races, following you everywhere.
Yeah.
If I wasn't racing myself, I was watching you. And one of the main reasons is that you're one of the you've got great ZwiftCraft, yeah. And you love sharing it. You're talking your way through your races. You're handing out the tips as you go.
Yeah.
Uh, and you've taken that to the next level. You've professionalized it.
That's basically it. I think I realized, particularly we did Chasing Pink, and I had set myself to, I think it was my one chance to win one of these virtual grand tours before I went up to A. And so I took it way too seriously. It was a whole project, leading up to it, and during and recovery and all that. And I kind of realized there's a lot of information in my head, and it's very niche, and I think it could be helpful for people. So,
I mean, do you genuinely think you took it way too seriously, or was it just great to have a project that you fully dedicated to yourself and fulfilled? Or was it, or do you regret it, or?
No, not at all. It was a heck of a lot of fun. Got the result, went through all the highs and lows. I had a stage that I finished 90% of, and there was 3 of us with a flat finish left, and then something happened at home and I had to get off the bike and abandon the stage and come back and race it again. So, one more race in the 18 stage Grand Tour wasn't ideal. And then, there was a moment when, talk about EGAP. So a rider who he was in GC, but not close. He got off the road with 3 A graders. And I was watching all of this, I was watching my whole race disappear up the road, and it's on YouTube, like I was streaming it. It's like this emotional breakdown of Adam.
Oh God.
And no one's helping me, and they're putting minutes into me, and so end up having to do like a individual time trial up Box Hill, and then 11 kilometers all on my own, just to preserve this GC and defend the jersey. And
what stage was that on?
13 or no 16.
Man, so 2.5 weeks work, and that you put in day after day after day, hard graft, then how was it that he got away? Was it a mistake by you, or you were just blasted away? Or
no, he just rode lights out up the first time. So we were doing PRL half,
right?
So we're going round and round around London, and just the first Box Hill, he gapped us by like 20 seconds.
Right.
And then it was the bloody Danes.
It's always the Danes.
Always the Danes. And so he had 3 A-grade Danish teammates, all these countrymen, and they're like, "Oh, this looks good." And so they just hammered it, and I was off the back, and no one was jumping on the front.
And you just want to say, "Please, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me."
So it was just as I saw it.
Was he out of contention? Was he out of contention completely? Was he not on your radar, kind of thing?
He was kind of in contention for maybe top 10 or top 15.
Right.
So he wasn't a threat, but I was losing.
Yeah.
I think after 2 Box Hills, I was like nearly 3 minutes down. I only had 4 minutes. I had 4 minutes gap, so I thought I was golden until that stage, and then it just looked like the whole thing was collapsing around me, and it was full on.
So what did happen in the race? Did you?
So I started attacking the life out of my current group that I was in to get away from them, because they were driving me nuts, and then that drove me even more nuts, because all of a sudden they could do 500 watts. And
now you've got it on the flat when you tried to catch me.
Legs for days when I'm attacking, but then when we're trying to close the gap, it's like, everyone's suffering apparently. So, but then broke them on Box Hill, went off on my own. One came with me, but then I dropped him on the descent, and then said, okay, I've got, 10 or 11 or 12 kilometers, just head down threshold, individual time trial. So, there had some people on watching on YouTube kind of quite enjoying it, actually. This. And
did he stay with the A's? Did they stay with him? Oh man! Because I was thinking, they'll drop it on the next climb, but no.
They could have, but they were, they saw the opportunity to help their fellow countrymen
Right, so they
and
were
teammates.
deliberately helping. Oh man.
Yeah.
Which fair,
was,
fair enough. It happens, yeah.
It's very much part of the chasing tour. Is that we race mass start, you race multiple categories, you have teams. It's all very encouraged, and if you can do that, if you can get away with some strong teammates, you can do some major damage. So,
yeah, I mean, I think you put it in your tips, and although I've never done one, what I've found when doing similar things or doing stages is you just help. If I've jumped into a stage, I'll help someone out. If they say, "Will you help me out?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I don't care." I've lost the race already. It at least it gives you something to do, doesn't it? Besides anything else,
Yeah.
you're standing, 83rd in or whatever it might be out of 400. Yeah, sure, I'll give you a wheel, no problem.
I mean,
what have I got
if
to
you're
race?
looking at the results and going, this bloody Adam guy, he won the Chasing Classics, he's leading GC by 4 minutes, he's won 10 stages, screw that guy. Let's do it.
But the other way around as well, I mean, those guys must have been horrible people not to help you. Or maybe they had their own thing to race for. You don't know. I've if I'm like, why should I help you? If on the other hand, if I'm like, no, I want to get top 10 in this race, then no, I'm not going to help you. I'll do what I want to do. But sometimes you want to help, sometimes you don't.
Yeah, it was one of my big lessons actually, was just to communicate, because I thought that they had seen him up the road, because I thought they were sort of working, but then it turns out that they just missed it. So talking about ZwiftCraft, I found out later they had no idea he was there.
Oh, I see.
So all they thought was that they were not, they were just taking it easy, and preserving their legs. And then when I was attacking, they thought I was attacking them, so of course they chased hard.
Right.
So all it would have taken was a little message to say, "Hey, what are we doing?"
Oh, communication's the key. I've no sympathy for you at all. You should just ask. Anyway, so right. So what's the offering? What's the big idea, man?
Yeah, so I kind of felt that there's a lot of coaching available, lots of platforms and things like that. But if e-racing is your bag and you want to get really good at this and you're motivated by that, which, most of us are, there's really nothing out there, I don't think, that gives a really structured approach to that and how do you actually get better, plus have good training, principles in the background, and look after yourself, look after your body, stay healthy. So just trying to bring all that stuff that I've learned to bear, and help people take that more sort of structured approach, still enjoy your racing, set big goals, have a lot of fun, trying to win or whatever you're trying to do, but do it in a bit more of a structured way. And I think having someone like me who's just immersed in it and obsessed, and also has lived it, knows all the courses, has been there in the trenches, I think helps as well. And
I mean,
what we're going with.
Because, I mean, there are, the Zwifters who have cycling coaches, but there are, there's like Alex Coe. I think I've raced against him. I beat him, by the way. But, I've seen people like that who do Zwift, but most people who have trainers are just generic cycling coaches, which is maybe most people want. They want to improve their overall cycling, and so you get a cycling coach. But I mean, there's so much Zwift specific knowledge and indoor specific knowledge. So that is what you're focusing on, isn't it? But
absolutely,
are you? To what extent are you doing the generic kind of training thing, or at what extent are you doing, what proportion do you see it as like Zwift based knowledge or training knowledge?
I'm very led by each individual, so kind of encourage that, I want them to still have Zwift. If e-racing is their thing, that's their big goal, it's chasing yellow or it's the tiny races or it's whatever, I want to get to A grade, put that in there. And then kind of working back from that, and if that's what you love, let's build a training calendar built around Zwift racing, but here's how to balance it. Here's how to still get those benefits of classical cycling training principles and nutrition and everything else that goes into staying fit and healthy and getting stronger. But just, so it's all that classic kind of, building up and getting better basic cycling coaching, but with Zwift racing and e-racing very much as the focus.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about like who might benefit the most from it. I was thinking, like a beginner, someone who hasn't Zwifted before, who maybe has an athletic background, so they're not, they. If you're a complete beginner to all athletics, then your main benefit will come from just losing weight or just getting a bit fit. But if you're reasonably fit already, then and you've got no idea how to ride on in a race, that would be awesome. But then I thought, actually, the main people who I see would benefit are these stupid A-grade raiders who've always been so fit that they don't care about ZwiftCraft. They just race like idiots all the time, attacking on the flats, attacking on downhills, just attack. I mean, besides the fact that it annoys me that they attack in stupid places that they shouldn't attack on, because it drops me. I think they've just found, a lot of people have just found it so easy that they're not. I mean, you see someone like Holden Como. I mean, he thrashes everyone, but partly, I mean, he's an awesome sprinter, but partly it's because he does like a third of the work, a third less work than anyone through most of the races, because they're all attacking. Let's drop Corman. He's like, you're not doing any damage. You're not hurting me, because I'm sitting in the draft, or something like that, But so there's a whole gamut of people who benefit, I think.
There is, yeah. And I mean, I've got one at the moment, and she's like that first example. So coming from a sort of sedentary life, discovered Zwift but phenomenal natural talent. So she's gone from sort of nothing to a 3.7 FTP. Which is a young woman, is extremely competitive, and so just an incredible natural talent. But she's racing all like way too much, and she doesn't have any real structure to it. She's just kind of chasing shiny things and having fun. But she's kind of going like, what could I be if I applied a bit more structure and I really took this a bit more seriously after 9 months of just doing whatever looked fun. So she's also
national champion as well, I would think, unless she's Danish or something.
No, Aussie. She's an Aussie, so she could do very, very well. And then there are people that I think that are, like you say, they just can win through brute force. But maybe if you want to start taking things a bit more seriously, you're looking at Sunday Race Club on My Wish and other things like that. And all of a sudden you're racing up against national champion and world champion type folks. You need a little bit of ZwiftCraft or virtual racing craft to start doing well. And so, I mean, I'm starting with where I'm comfortable, like with the Chasing group, people doing stage racing, people doing Zwift racing. But ultimately, I think it's about reaching out to people that have never done this before and saying, hey, here's a way to get fit, to meet new people and be, have so much fun and have a goal, and it's so accessible. So that's really what I want to reach out to. But for now, we're kind of just starting with the people who are already here and loving it.
So why are you doing this, Adam? What's your motivation?
I think I'm just... I've always been a teacher, a mentor, a coach, just from the get-go. I love it. I think that's kind of my reason and purpose in life, is you find people and kind of helping them excel and seeing them succeed. I just get so much out of it. And so I think Chasing Pink made me realize that, through this obsession, I've actually learned a lot of really useful things. I can help people do this in a structured way, and I just sort of saw the opportunity for it all to come together.
I didn't mean to kick you in the pants, but I suppose I was going to say, I was just like, and I suppose you're never going to win the A1, are you? You're just not. It's not very likely. It's not very likely.
Well, We'll see.
So,
we'll
but
see. I'm
you know what I mean?
I'll never be. I'm never going to win Category 1 on my. I'm never going to be,
Right? Yeah, you're not
national
going
Australian champion or anything like that. There's got to be there will be a limit to my own personal success.
Yeah. But just you could well coach the next Australian champion.
Indeed. I mean, yeah, if it's Josh Harris, he's pretty good all in his own. I don't think he needs me, but maybe the next Josh Harris is out there. And we don't know it yet. We just need a little bit of ZwiftCraft,
Or Jess Harris, or is what I'm getting at. But yeah. I mean, why? You meet some cynical people, don't you? Like the amount of people, you're just doing this for clicks, or you're just doing this for views. I'm like, no, I'm not. I couldn't give a crap. I couldn't give a crap about views. I honestly never have, never could. I just want to help people win races. That's what I like doing.
there's nothing better like seeing someone who set themselves with a goal. I'm going to win this, or I'm going to improve to this, and and they achieve it. It's the best thing ever.
Oh, I've got a few new people in the chat. Vincent Van Gessel is back. I raced against Vincent a while ago. I can't remember what happened, actually. But it was in France. I can't remember what happened. I think I was probably pants. Ash is here. Ash has got a crown as well. Eric's here. Miguel's still here. Welcome. Sorry, thanks for staying, Miguel. It's very much an American audience type we've got at the moment, and late night Europeans, I think.
Yeah, I like Miguel. Companion app keeps telling me I'm fresh, so I keep racing until it doesn't.
I never take any notice of that. Which brings me to why are you better than AI? Are you a big AI fan?
I mean, I'm a fan. I think it's a phenomenal tool, and it helped me turn ZwiftCraft from an idea into a business with its first paying customer in 10 days, which is
a first paying
insane.
customer. How did you manage that?
Yeah, well, hopefully by offering something which seemed exciting and someone that wanted to come along.
That's so cool, man. So have you got a pricing package in mind? Have you got different levels and stuff like that?
We're kind of playing around with it. So I put an expression of interest out to the Chasing group, the ECRO World Tour group, and said, look, I want to coach a couple of people through Chasing Yellow. Help me kind of refine it. And I thought if I get 2 or 3 people that think that's cool, that'd be good practice, and we'll build it up bit by bit. But then I had 16 people come and say, I want to do it. So that was amazing. And I kind of put it out there and said, if you're that keen, do you want to just jump straight into it? Let's get started. Here's kind of the different packages. Here's what it costs per month. Here's what's involved. And someone said, let's do it. Let's just do it. I'm ready. And so,
nice.
All right, away we go.
Oh, cool, man. Sorry, I can't remember what the earlier point was.
Well, you asked me about AI, and I think, and I think there's some amazing tools right in the AI space, and if that works for someone and that gives them some structure and it helps them improve, then awesome. You don't need me. It's fine. I think the thing about it is that it's never going to be entirely personal to you. It's pulling from a very big, murky pool of stuff. And is that the right advice for you or not? It's very hard to know if you don't know, you don't have that knowledge or that expertise. And so there's a little bit of that. And then I just think there's something about working with another person, even starting ZwiftCraft with the help of AI, and I got the first paying customer. It's you can't go to ChatGPT and say, I did it, we got a customer. And, it's going to send back a message congratulations, that's amazing, but
here's how we get the next 5, and
it's not the same as having a person there that believed in you and given you that advice and can say, I'm actually really, really proud of you. You're not going to get that from an AI, and I think there's something really human and very valuable about that.
And if you type into it, what are the top 5 tips for winning races, it comes back with very generic and sometimes just wrong stuff. What? You've never rode a bike, you don't know.
I think quite honestly there is something to the fact that I've been in there. I've done the obsessions, I've done the stage races, I've done this and I've done that, and I've put myself through it. And I think that's something I'm really, really passionate about, is I don't give anyone any advice if I haven't put myself through it, if I haven't done those workouts, if I haven't done that routine, then I'm not going to tell someone else to do it. So,
yeah, I mean, it might be that we're at that point in history. I don't know if you remember, but where chess. I'm quite into chess, so I keep bringing it back to chess. But where computer plus human was best, was the best combination for a few years. Who could see a bit more strategically than computer, but couldn't calculate as well. Actually, AI is pretty bad at calculation, but you know what I mean. But yeah, it might get better in the future, but it's not. Anyway, but it's not like being with a person. Oh, hi Jess, how you doing? Jessica Hamilton's here. Happy Traders' Day to the Americans. I forgot about that. Yeah, congratulations. Congratulations to the tax dodging Americans for your at least temporary independence from the Great United Kingdom. Well done. Right. So what else we got? How can someone get involved? Are you just focusing on your chasing yellow people at the moment?
They are the focus at the moment, so it's going to be a busy 3 weeks. So we're coaching 4 people, kind of hands-on through the tour to try and hit their individual goals, and then I've got some big things coming after that. There is, if you go to the website ZwiftCraft.com, there's an email link and there's a form as well, so you can if you're keen, then you can get in touch. I can send you some more info. But yeah, big things planned.
So, but you've got this whole Discord with, I mean, there's more than 4 there, aren't there?
Yeah, so everyone who applied to be part of this pilot, I said, come in, we'll do this, you're all part of the crew. And so they're kind of getting that, you've jumped in, you've seen the kind of things that I share, here's some training advice, here's thoughts on strategy, here's a routine for race day, and then here's my look at the entire 21 stages and how you plan out your GC. So I kind of aim to give them an entire toolkit for racing one of these stage races. So they're all getting that, and then there's just kind of a small group who are tucked away in a little private corner that are getting a bit more of that one-on-one interaction and coaching. But everyone's welcome as well. Like this public Discord. Yeah,
that sounds quite a commitment, man. You can't give them tips for every stage, can you? All 4 of them, or?
I think we can probably find a way. Yeah. I mean, honestly, part of thinking about do I have time for this or not was realizing how many hours I spent in the ECRO, World Tour Discord anyway, and the number of hours I was spending every day just messaging friends about this and thinking about it. And so the time is there. It just sort of wasn't directed and didn't have a name. So...
Are you going to be spending less time in our Discord? Or join the Zwifty's Discord as well?
Probably not. Yeah, honestly, I think I am chronically online and I just love it. So, yeah.
Yeah, especially in winter. Right. I've hardly been biking at all lately, but oh no,
maybe you need a coach.
I need a golf coach. I've had a I don't know if you remember, but I had a heart issue a couple of months ago, and it got me quite worried, and so I stopped biking as much. And then now I'm like 98% certain I've got like an intercostal like rib muscle injury, but it's in my left chest. In my left rib cage, and it's when I'm like, I'm getting these like really
not a part of the body you want to have discomfort in.
Yeah, and I know it's muscular. I know it is because it's when I turn and things like that. But it's like it just so worries me having a like a crunching pain in your the slight left side of the torso. Not pleasant. So
I actually went through the same thing. I had a bad virus last year, and some kind of discomfort in that part of the body, and got quite worried, and then went through like an echocardiogram and everything, and they're like, it's great. Heart's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And to be honest, even if it's not, they always say, yeah, carry on exercising. Exercise is the best thing you can do for yourself. It really.
Maybe not like, I'm going to do Chasing Yellow, and I'm going to try and race Sunday Race Club as well. So it's kind of like 24 races in 23 days or something.
Yeah, sprinting and probably not sprinting thing. But
no.
Would you like to share any generic tips for people who are approaching a GC?
So the great irony of this is I've brought all these people on, and we're leading into Chasing Yellow. They're all very excited, and 98% of my job so far has been telling them to stop riding, do not ride your bike, rest, take a break, respect the amount of stress that you've built up in your body, because some of these people raced Chasing Suisse and they did Chasing Pink, and then they're doing Club Ladder and they're doing Team Time Trial, and they just
if you want to take your GC seriously, you've a proper what do they call it in running? They call it a taper, but you should just let it give yourself a rest, shouldn't you? Just stop biking.
It's okay. The form is not going to just leave your body after 2 days. It's okay to kind of let all the work that you've done actually help you improve and recover fully, and then go after this fresh.
Yeah, I mean, even I, who was racing 6 days a week, I really needed that one day. You need a bit of time off the bike, don't you? Adam dropping truth bombs. Rest days are important. Boom.
Yeah.
Says Ash. Eric says that sounds about right. Well, about right. It is right.
So I had one person in the Discord who said, and they were like, I've taken a few days off the bike, and then I did this workout, and I was like, you took 1 day off. you raced ladder the day before that. This is not taking a few days off. That is like 36 hours at best. We're not good at properly resting and recovering, especially with such a big commitment coming up.
Yeah. But if you want to take it seriously, if you don't want to take it seriously, if you just want to ride your bike, I think people should lay off a bit. When I was racing every day, people were like, "Stop racing every day." I was like, "No, I love it. I loved racing every day when I could. It's just make hay while the sun shines, if that's what you want."
You'd also built up the ability to do that over time.
Exactly.
As well. And one of the things I love doing, so leading up to Chasing Pink, especially, I'm kind of looking historically at my data and workload and things like that. I noticed there was like a point, like a certain amount of training stress. And I was like, I got sick there, I got sick there, I got sick. Like it was this break point for me where I tended to do too much. And so then I was approaching that into Swiss, and I went way beyond it. And so I took it a lot more seriously. It's like, it's fine to race every day, but understand that you need to have a routine around that for recovery and for eating the right food and for staying hydrated and rested. And, there are consequences. Yes, you can manage it, but you need to really have a routine in place and do it properly.
Yeah. I mean, I found who knows? It's all so complicated, and there's so many factors: sleep, eat, training, the rest of your life, the whole rest of your life. But having that routine of I always ate straight away afterwards, like scrambled egg, just some protein, whatever it was, a little bit of meat, whatever, just that made me feel. And even when I was in the weight losing stage, I'd always eat afterwards, and then I'd done so much exercise, I would feel hungry afterwards for a long period, but always having that, I've got to get some protein afterwards, I've got to recover, I've got to sleep for an extra hour if I've raced for 2 hours a day or whatever it was, that kind of thing. You've got to plan for that extra sleep, more than anything. If you the extra sleep that you need on a 21-day tour must be pretty immense, I would imagine.
Plan for naps whenever you can find them.
So yeah, I'm super excited about all this. It's something that I have considered in the past, but just like one of my many fanciful plans that have never come to view. But I really wish you all the best. I hope it comes
Thank you.
a great success. Is there anything else that you'd like to add before we go into the quiz?
I think just watch this space. Lots and lots of different, like all my ideas that I have about what could be fun in the world of virtual cycling and racing. Now I have a vehicle for it, so I'm going to try lots of different things and see what sticks.
So main route in www.ZwiftCraft.com. That's a great grab. Besides anything else, I bet you were pretty pleased with that domain name being available.
Yeah, it's pretty chuffed with that.
Yeah. On YouTube as well.
On YouTube.
And you can find the link to the website there, and you can find the Discord, find the email, all through that. Bob Strunkel. We've got quite a sort of. I think I like to design a quiz where the guest stands a good chance. So we've got a bit of Tour de France, a bit of Chasing Yellow. We've got what else? We got what the hell? What the hell is that? Where's my quiz gone? We've got my Discord showing. What else have we got? There it is. What is going on here? Let's host it live. Let's host the quiz. So yeah, I think. I don't know what this stuff is all about. I really don't. It keeps like taking us to an island. I just don't understand what is this going on. But the quiz is called Mange Du on the basis that it's Frenchified. And if you'd like to join the quiz, I strongly suggest you download the Kahoot ! App, available from all app thingies, places where you download apps. And if you cannot or refuse to obey my request, you can go to the website www.kahoot.it, and either way you will require the game pin, which is 969526. Darren's joined. Hey Darren, how you doing, man? Oh, Miguel's not joining the quiz. Come on, Eric, get in the quiz. I think you might be the winner by default. Lowest number of participants ever. Though it is like nearly midnight. Dave Beach is here from his double triumph in the Alpe to Zwift handicap race. Bobby Big Balls. That's a nice name there, Bobby. 105k. Bloody hell, Darren. Take a chill pill. Kitty Hawk. I assume that's Jess. Jess, our Kiwi listener.
Very nice.
I don't know who Bobby Big Balls is. I'm not sure if that's referring to me or not. Maybe it's my wife. Maybe. She calls me Bobby. Right, I'm going to give 10 more seconds. And you've got the best chance yet. Have you got some sort of parakeets or similar chirping away?
I have a spotted gum Australian native tree outside that window, and this time of year the rainbow lorikeets do like to get busy.
Just hang around and squawk.
They like the pink blossom. The pink blossoms come out and they love it.
Wow! Blossom in the middle of winter. Wow!
They normally don't blossom until like the first sign of spring, but this year June it's like it's happening. We're doing it. So
Blimey.
yeah, world's going crazy.
Okay, let's crack on with the quiz. Episode 22, Monge 2 is the name of the quiz. Question 1. In which country does the Tour de France end this year? Is it France, Italy, Germany, or Mexico? France, 5 out of 5. Let's see who was the quickest. Bobby Big Balls. Oh, Adam, you went the quickest there.
I had a little bit of a moment. I was like, is he talking about the start or the finish? I thought maybe you can do this. Might just say the answer.
I did say finish, no, but it was all in France, so there we go. Very quick Bobby there. Very impressive. What is the Z Racing series for July 2025 called? Is it Sacre Bleu, Mange Tout, Allez Allez Allez, or Champagne?
Something I'd love to do actually with ZwiftCraft is do some content around each of the Z Racing series to help everyone.
I've always meant I used to do like a preview of every stage, but can't be asked now. So everyone got it right. Let's see who got it quickest. Dave B's moving up. You're just out of the podium place at the moment.
1 point.
But I think the questions favouring you are about to rear themselves up.
Nice.
Let's see though. Which organisation runs the Chasing series in Zwift? Is it Rico, Okra, Core, or... Someone got it wrong. Someone got it wrong. Yeah. Someone saw the right letters in the wrong order and thought, "Oh, it's that one." No. Bit too quick. They were very quick answers though.
Very fast.
Who got? I can't see who got it wrong. That's weird. 6 people seem to answer, even though there's only 5 people in the question. Makes no sense. It's all very close. It's all very close. Nothing. You can throw a blanket over you, all of you, at the moment. Question 4. Which team won the team classification in the men's Tour de France Sans Zwift in 2025? Was it Ineos, UAE, Little Trek, or Jumbo-Visma, or whatever they were called that year? I can't remember if they changed their name or not.
Yeah, I might have got that one wrong.
It is UAE. Yeah, I thought it'd be a bit too easy asking for. Did you get right or?
No, I didn't.
Oh no, who did you go for?
I went for Ineos, but I'm probably thinking of this year they're doing a bit better. But team classification is always a weird one, like just random people pop up. So.
Yeah, it is true, but it's usually the winner gets it. So. Ooh, a bit of clear blue water now. Struggling now. Dave B.
Some more chasing yellow questions.
Dave B's taking the lead again. He's on a roll. He's won the Alpe to Swift Handicap Challenge. He's taking the lead here. But you've got a nice chasing group. At least you've got a group there with you. You're not on your own.
That's it.
Question 5. Which are now the fastest wheels in Zwift on the flat? Manstein's or the Arc? That was a crap question. I'm sorry. I got to option 3 and I was like, I don't actually know any of the wheels, so I thought, that was too easy. Too easy. Sorry. But Dave is quick on the buzzer again, and he retains his lead. Possibly grows. Question 6. How many stages of this year's Tour de France are ITTs? Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? Oh, one person got it wrong.
Maybe. Some mystery person.
Looks like it was Jess. Oh no, maybe the yellow jersey. Dave's clear blue water now. It's going to take some catching. I meant to do the last 2 questions as double points, but I don't know if I did. I think I maybe only did one of them.
It's going to be hard to catch.
Could be hard to catch, yeah. True or false? Col de la Loz is the highest point of this year's tour. True or false? What? I said on this podcast That Col de la Vos was the highest point.
I think you said it was, and then you were like, "Oh, actually, I'm not sure. Maybe just
No,
you were sowing the seeds."
I
for
did
this.
not. I didn't. I said it was.
Go back to watch. Go back
Right.
and watch the recording.
I hate you all. I hate you all. I definitely said it was the highest point. Why don't you believe me? But Jess got it right. Jess was listening. Yes. Great, Jess. Thank you. Question 8. Which of these is a recent new feature in Zwift? Pedaling backwards, wheelies, pedaling sync to your music, or a lap button? Oh, everyone got it right. But who got it quickest? Oh, Dave and Jess are battling it out now. It's all. I'm pretty sure I made the next question double points, and it's a reveal-y one.
Oh yeah.
So this could shake. This could really shake things up. Double points. Who is this pro cyclist? Is it A. Remco Evenepoel, B. Jasper Philipsen, C. Jonathan Milan, or D. Wout van Aert?
Some thinking.
Oh, that was tricky. It was tricky in terms of timing, wasn't it? Because his face didn't come up early, but his team jersey did. I don't know. Have any of the others been Soudal in the past? Did Wout van Aert? Was he? No, Wout van Aert wasn't. Was
No.
No. So it was Remco, but there could be huge time distance here. Huge, potentially huge. Yeah. Let's see. Not really. Dave has just kept his lead, but I can't remember if it made the next one. If it made the next one double points or not. It's a route guesser. So it is a Chasing Yellow route.
Oh, that's good.
Which route is this? Douce France, Croissant, Rumopool, or Petit Bouquet?
I think I got that wrong.
Oh, really? What?
Too quick to push a button. Trying to catch up. Oh, I got it.
You got it?
I did.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember whether...
The others aren't even in it, are they?
No, they're not.
Oh, they're not.
That's a good point.
Oh, a lot of people went for Petit Bouquet, which would have been a more Tour de France type answer, wouldn't it? But what did the French call it? They call it the Grand Bouquet or something like that. Anyway, right? This everything could have changed. Everything could have changed here. I'm on the edge of my seat. Right, episode 22, Monsoon on 1,000. Big Bobby Big Balls. Adam, second place. Adam, first place. It is Dave P. Congratulations, Dave.
I sprinted well, just not quite well enough.
Yeah. One of those where you just let him get too far away, and your sprint just wasn't quite enough.
Well, syndrome.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Big sprint, but not enough. Congratulations, everyone. That's a pretty good podium, though. I'm very impressed by that. Do we get to see? I don't know what all this island stuff is about, but
Animal Crossing meets quizzes or something.
Yeah. I don't understand it at all, really. But right, well, I'm absolutely delighted with your and super impressed by your venture. I I hope it flourishes into exactly what you hope it will, and I hope you help many people achieve their goals, which I'm sure you will. Because, as I say, you are one of my Zwift heroes. Always have been right from the start, and I think everyone could learn something from you, and it's so cool that you're offering your expertise to people who want to do stuff.
Should be good fun.
Yeah, well,
All
the best in your races as well.
Thank you.
And your quest to become a black A by the end of the year, was it?
That's it. I'm trying to hit all the grades in one calendar year, get up to the black dot.
Oh, what did you start off the year in D?
Actually, I started a C. I technically dropped into C in January, so I kind of want to go C, B, A plus in a calendar year. That's my little side quest.
Right, nice. All right, yeah. Okay, well, that's a pretty awesome goal, and but I'm sure with a fair wind and no injuries, you can get there.
Yeah, stay healthy. We'll be right.
Yeah, cool,
man.
A coach. yeah. Okay, well, thanks for joining all. I think I might be doing another podcast next week, but nice. I'm going to the athletics, the Diamond League at some stage. I can't remember when the Diamond League is. I think it's in 2 weeks. So yeah, hope to do another podcast next week. And but thanks for joining all. Great in the chat. Congratulations, Dave. And I will see you anon. Stay on, Adam. Okay, bye.